Hello everybody, we are here to make a video to showcase what we have done during the course. I have already used PDF Gear Chat AI to summarize the course posts, and I have created a curation board on Wakelet, and I added this summary to the curation wall. But now we are going to showcase and reflect. So I'm going to go back to weeks 1 through 3 of the course. I'm going to take all of you on a tour of the work I did during those weeks. I'm going to go over the tasks and reflect on the process and what I learned. Then I'm going to add the videos. Well, I have already added all the videos I created in the curation board and the PDF file and summary of the posts. I'm going to share the link to this curation wall, and when somebody else posts, I'm going to reply to at least one other participant's post. So let's get started. If we go to the index, in the overview, we had a short description about what the course is about and what we are going to be doing in a general way. During the orientation week, we had several activities. We watched a video to learn about the platform and the 3 Moodle training courses that Nelly has during the months of May. We also completed an online Moodle course needs assessment survey. We edited our profile. There is this video to help us edit our profile and add our country, time zone, and set our profile preferences. Then we had a task, which was, what do you see? A video tutorial showing the layout of the course. By clicking, we have all the instructions and a video tutorial. All the instructions were here, and we had to choose a screen recorder. I chose ScreenPal because I'm more familiar with it. And then there are instructions to embed our video once we uploaded it to YouTube in my case. So here we have lots and lots of posts. Going back, after this task, we had a video tutorial on how to set links to open in a new window and how to save our digital badges on a backpack, and always a support forum in case we needed some help. I had no problem with the backpack for the digital badges because I had learned this before with Nelly. Okay, then we had week 1, and in week 1 we attended the weekly Zoom meeting or watched the recording. We also had access to the recording and to the presentation slides. But during this week we had some tasks. The first one was to let's get acquainted. That was to introduce ourselves with the Voki avatar or DID or video. I did it with video. It's quite similar to DID. It's a photo generator app. And then we had these other tasks, 1 to 3, introduction to manager of a Moodle site, where we had some questions to reflect on how to develop a Moodle course and how to to respond to some questions about background, why we wanted to join this course, what our expectations are. And it was very interesting to see the different participants' answers as regards their interests, their expectations, and their backgrounds. Another task for this first week was the Teaching Perspectives Inventory. I had a chance to complete this survey last year when I took one of Nelly's courses, and it was interesting because I took it again and I saw the results I got this time, and they were quite similar to the ones I had a year before. It was also interesting to reflect on the different aspects, the different perspectives that we have when teaching. Nurturing an apprenticeship were my highest in this survey, and I think I need to work a bit more on the social reform one. Okay, but week 1 was not finished, and we had one more task to do, and that was to examine the site administration, the general tab in the site administration. So once we were granted the chance to become a manager, blended online learning site, we had to explore the general tab under site administration. It was very interesting to see all the different categories that are included in this part, in this section in site administration. In site administration, in blended online learning, under the general tab, we made a video tutorial exploring these different categories and all the subcategories here. It was very enriching to watch participants' videos and perhaps see things we didn't see when going through these different categories and subcategories. Okay, then once week 1 was over, we continued with week 2 tasks. Week 2 was overwhelming for me because I got into the course a week later, so I had to catch up with the orientation and week 1 activities. But when I saw that there were 2 week 2 entries with lots of activities, to be honest, I panicked. But well, I said, okay, I'm going to go through this little by little. A bit more than 10 minutes a day, Nelly, but it was like that. Okay, and the first task in week 2 was to continue exploring the site administration, but the users tab. So we had the role of manager in blended online learning, so we could go through all this. We had the recording of the Zoom meeting and the presentation of week 2, and well, we had these first 2 tasks to go through the user site administration and then to create a cohort. So in the users tab administration, we could have a look at the different accounts, browse the list of users, bulk users, add a new user, upload users, and to create cohorts. Then a bit about privacy and policy and how to manage policies and user agreements. We created video tutorials for these 2 tasks and responded to our partners' posts. But then week 2 continued with more tasks, and this was a bit overwhelming because we had to go through the site administration, the courses tab, and we had to do lots of things. We had to create a video tutorial, then create a new category, a course, change the cohort category from system to the one for our course, then label the sections and create video tutorials for all this. So we got the courses site administration video tutorial. We had to create a syllabus for our course, but with the use of AI, asking Google Gemini to write our syllabus, it was very, very relaxing. There was this video tutorial to show us how to do it, and then we shared the Google Docs link. And in my case, I chose to ask Gemini for a syllabus for true beginners, adults with very little or almost no knowledge of English. And I asked Google Gemini to create a course syllabus for a 12-week course. And well, this is my course, True Beginners 2024. I designed this funny course image, and well, I did what it was supposed to do in this week 2. I created different sections, I labeled the sections, and I added participants to the course, some of my partners in Managers for a Moodle site, and I created some resources and some activities. Resources such as a PDF file and a page with some games. Then I also created some activities. In this case, a Poodle read aloud activity and a quiz with true, false, and multiple choice questions. Okay, so in week 2, we made lots of video tutorials. The video tutorial showing topic sections and how we label them. Then the cohort enrollment method in our course. And then how to add resources and activities to our course. And we had a wonderful Moodle Block sticky notes activity that I loved. I didn't know this type of activity. I loved it. And here in this activity, we had to talk about the Moodle blocks we have in our course, and why we would use those Moodle blocks. I can show you that in my course, I have these blocks. The completion progress bar is spectacular. I would love to have the level up because I believe gamification is an interesting thing. Students love it. And I think I created a sticky notes activity. Yes, it was one of the required ones. Here, personal information. And I loved it because it's fun. Students can add something short and colorful because you can pick up the color of the sticky note you would like to add. And I love colors. Well, so after this long week full of activities, week 3 started. Week 3 was a bit more relaxing because there weren't so many tasks to do. We had to continue working on our course, adding activities, resources, blogs, etc. But the focus was on course completion, digital badges, and certificates. And we also had the recording, the presentation for week 3 as a reference. And we also had to work on the site administration, the grades tab, and later on in week 3, the site administration, the reports tab. Yes, the site administration reports. But going back to week 3, we explored the grades tab, and we also created digital badges for our course. I can show you mine. Let me see if I can go back, and I can show you the badges I have for my course. I just included the first 2 because I didn't have any other activities in modules 3, 4, etc. But we created the badge, we added the criteria for the badge, so it was very, very interesting. Then we also worked on the course completion setup, and we made a video tutorial. It was interesting to see what is important for the course completion setup. But another funny and entertaining activity was to create certificates. By the time I wanted to start with this task, there was only one post made by Caroline, and I thought, oh my god, this is gonna be very difficult. But with the help of the video tutorial she made, I went a step further and I started digging a bit more about certificates. I thought, well, they shouldn't be that difficult. So I started surfing the activities in Moodle, and then I tried to find a way to duplicate a demo template for certificates, and I created my own, looking for a nice background made on Canva. So it was a very interesting week. And well, we are in week 4, and week 4 has just a few things because it's time to showcase and reflect. I did the task of summarizing my posts using PDF Gear Chat AI. I asked PDF Gear Chat AI several questions one day, and the following day I asked the same questions. They're a bit different, and I got to have very different answers, more detailed ones. Yeah, so prompting is very important. When asking Chat AI, we have to be careful how to prompt because some of the answers were like, I don't know, I can't do it. Okay, so paraphrasing and trying to be more specific was interesting. Okay, and then I created, well, I watched the video here, and I also looked at the week 4 presentation again, and I decided to showcase all my work on Wakelet. I'm going to show you just a little bit here, then I'm going to embed the link, and this is what I created. Manager of a Moodle site, my learning experience. I included the 4, the orientation week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. I love to include the objectives to keep me centered on the tasks, and I added the video tutorials with a hyperlink here, and the video tutorial to be watched directly from here. In week 1, the video Let's Get Acquainted, my results in the survey, the TPI survey, then the video tutorial about general tab in site administration, and the same or quite similar for week 2. Here, this is the syllabus for my course that Gemini gave me. Then all the video tutorials and all the video tutorials here. For week 3, something similar. And for week 4, the objectives, the PDF, the activity report, and the summary that PDF Gear gave me. And here I'm going to embed this video once it's ready. And I'm going to paste the link of my book on Book Creator that it's still work in progress. Okay, I guess that's it for this tour around Managers of a Moodle Site course. Bye!